We exist in a universe that often feels governed by delay, effort, and linear progression. From childhood, we are taught the formula of cause and effect. Study hard to get good grades. Work diligently to earn a promotion. Save money to achieve financial security. This model, while practical on the surface, installs a profound and limiting software into our psyche. The belief that fulfillment exists exclusively in a future moment, perpetually just beyond our grasp. We are conditioned to live in the tense of when, then. When I achieve this, then I will be that. This paradigm inherently contains within it the experience of lack, of not being and not having in the present moment. It is a treadmill where the destination forever recedes. Yet what if this fundamental premise is a grand illusion? What if the secret to the effortless manifestation of desire lies not in relentless striving toward a distant horizon, but in a profound shift of consciousness that collapses time itself? This text posits that all desires are in fact fulfilled instantaneously. The delay we perceive is not in the fulfillment of the desire, but in our conscious awareness aligning with that fulfillment. This is not a mystical abstraction, but a practical, actionable framework for reality creation, rooted in the nature of consciousness, perception, and the fabric of time itself. To understand this, we must first deconstruct our most ingrained illusion, the nature of time.
We speak of past, present, and future as distinct and linear territories. Neuroscience and conscious experience, however, reveal a different truth. The past is not a physical place we can visit. It is a collection of memory traces, electrochemical imprints in the brain, shaped and distorted by subsequent experiences and the emotions we assign to them. When we recall a memory, we are not accessing the event itself. We are accessing the last time we remembered it, re-editing the story in the present moment. The future is equally intangible. It is a mental projection, a narrative we construct almost entirely on the data of the past. We predict outcomes based on previous outcomes. We anticipate feelings based on past feelings. This means both the remembered past and the anticipated future are phantom landscapes, stories we tell ourselves now. The only tangible reality, the only point of power, is the eternal and ever-unfolding now. This present moment is the sole locus of experience, the only place where thought, feeling, and sensation actually occur. Everything, every memory, every plan, every fear, every hope happens within this expansive present. The failure to recognize this is the primary source of human suffering and unfulfilled desire. We sacrifice the palpable reality of the now for the phantom realities of past regret and future anxiety. The first step in mastering manifestation is to perform a radical act of cognitive surgery, to release identification with the past as an immutable truth and with the future as a predetermined destiny. You must anchor your identity entirely in the present. From this vantage point, you begin to see that a desire is not a call to change your future. It is a call to change your present state of being.
This brings us to the core mechanism. How does one actually change your present state of being to manifest a desired reality? The common advice is to visualize. This is an incomplete instruction, leading many to frustration. They close their eyes and see a mental movie of their desired life, the car, the home, the partner, but it feels hollow, separate from them, like watching a trailer for a movie they are not in. The key is not in the seeing, but in the feeling.
The critical error is believing that the external object, the $1 million, the dream job, is the source of the feeling. This is the when-then fallacy in action. The radical inversion required for instantaneous fulfillment is to understand that the feeling is the cause, and the external object is merely the effect, the reflection. Every desire, at its core, is a desire for a specific state of being. We do not want money. We want the feeling of security, freedom, or abundance we believe money will provide. We do not want a relationship. We want the feeling of connection, love, and being seen we believe a relationship will confer. We do not want a fitness goal. We want the feeling of vitality, confidence, and strength we associate with that physique. The object is simply the symbol our mind uses to represent that state. The work, then, is to disassociate the state from the symbol and generate the state directly right now. This process is the essence of what some traditions call assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It is a deliberate, conscious act of self-persuasion. You close your eyes and ask yourself, if my desire were fulfilled at this very moment, what would I feel? What emotional state would I be inhabiting? Would it be profound gratitude, a quiet, unshakable confidence, unleashed joy, deep peace? You then, through the power of your imagination and memory, summon that specific feeling. You locate it in your body. You bathe in it. You allow it to become your predominant emotional reality. You construct a brief mental scene, a sensory vignette, that implies the fulfillment is already true. For example, shaking your boss's hand on your first day in the new role, reading a bank statement with a new balance, and you soak that scene in the chosen feeling. Neurologically, this is a potent act. The brain's limbic system, which processes emotions, does not possess a robust filter for real versus vividly imagined. When you generate the feeling of gratitude and security as if you had $1 million in the bank, your brain and body respond as if it were true. You were issuing a new command to your entire psychophysical system. You are literally rewriting your neural pathways to be in alignment with that new reality. This is the moment of instantaneous fulfillment. In the dimension of consciousness, your desire is complete. You have shifted your state of being. You are now the person who has and is what you desired. This is where a rational and necessary question arises. If it's fulfilled now, why can't I physically touch it? Why isn't the money in my account? This is the crucial bridge between the inner world of consciousness and the outer world of form. We can call this the bridge of incidence or the unfolding. The 3D world, the world of apparent matter, time and space, operates on a different schedule. It is a dense, complex field that must reconfigure itself to match the new vibrational signature you have emitted through your assumed state of being. Think of it as sowing a seed in the fertile soil of consciousness. The seed contains the entire blueprint for the mighty oak. In the moment it is planted, its fulfillment is guaranteed, contained within its potential. But it must still push through the soil, gather sunlight, and grow according to the laws of its nature. It cannot skip its own process. The bridge of incidence is that process. It is the seemingly logical, random, or synchronistic chain of events that will inevitably occur to bring the inner reality into outer manifestation. Your assumption of the new state activates your reticular activating system,
a neural filter that begins to highlight people, resources, ideas, and opportunities you previously overlooked, all of which are aligned with your new state. You will feel inspired to take certain actions. You may receive a surprising phone call. An old opportunity may fall away to make space for a new one. This is the universe building the bridge from your current physical circumstances to the physical circumstances that match your inner reality. Your only work during this unfolding is persistence in the assumption. This is the discipline. The old reality, the world of lack, will reflect back at you. Your bank account may still be low. Your job may still feel unsatisfying. The temptation will be to abandon the assumed feeling and fall back into the frustration of not having. This is the critical test. You must, through an act of faith and self-mastery, ignore the apparent facts of the sensory world and remain loyal to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must live from the state of the outcome, not for the outcome. You must know with a quiet certainty that the bridge is under construction, even if you cannot yet see all of it. You are the oak tree living from the consciousness of its own maturity while its branches are still stretching toward the sky. This framework dissolves the anxiety of how. Your rational mind, trained in linear causality, will want to figure out the exact path. It will try to force solutions, often leading to frustration. When you operate from the present tense manifestation model, you surrender the how to the infinite intelligence of the universe. Your job is to define the what, and more importantly, the who. Who are you being? Your assumption of the state of fulfillment sets the destination. The universe, in its boundless creativity, will orchestrate the most efficient and often surprising route to get you there. Your forced, effortful actions can often obstruct this natural unfolding. Instead, you learn to take inspired action, action that feels light, intuitive, and joyful, that emerges naturally from your state of fulfillment, not from a state of desperate lack. This is not a passive process. It is an intensely active one. The activity of controlling your own inner world. The external effort of grinding and striving is replaced by the internal effort of disciplining your imagination and emotions to remain in the chosen state. This is the true work. The stories of great achievers who knew their success long before it manifested are testimonies to this principle. They were not waiting to become successful. They were living from the consciousness of success, and their actions flowed effortlessly from that place. Therefore, the path to mastering your reality is to cease looking for fulfillment in the shifting sands of future time. Anchor yourself in the eternal now. Identify the state of being you truly seek, and then, in the profound audacity of your own imagination, dare to feel that state as your present reality. Do not ask for it. Assume it. Do not wish for it. Embody it. In that moment, in the unseen realm where all creation begins, your desire is instantly fulfilled. The physical world has no choice but to eventually conform, to bend and reshape itself, building the necessary bridge to reflect back to you the truth you have already chosen to live within. You are not a victim of time and circumstance, waiting for your ship to come in. You are the architect of your experience, commanding the tides from the shore of the eternal present. Subscribe to our channel, share your thoughts in the comments, and stay with us to learn even more about how to attract into your life everything you want. Until next time.